Well, some call Ryan Seacrest the hardest working man in show business, while others simply think of him as an entertainer, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. But today, you can add fashion designer to that list with the launch of Ryan Seacrest Distinction. I spoke with Ryan yesterday in a Fox Business exclusive, asking him between his work on air, Ryan Seacrest Productions, Seacrest Global Group, and now Ryan Seacrest Distinction, how does he see the digital world taking place and evolving over time? Listen to this.
Well, I think consolidation is a word that we use a lot when it comes to media. I believe that right now we've got to hustle more than we've ever hustled before in all aspects of media. That's why I'm active on the radio. We're active digitally, active with television production and hosting shows. It's as if you can't do enough these days. And I truly believe that the content is better than it's ever been before. And our job and my job at our company is to create great content and put it into different places of distribution.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. And of course, you are the host of Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest. And this year, bringing in Taylor Swift to headline the night. She's having an unbelievable month, we know, with that first platinum album, but now pulling all of her music off streaming service Spotify, saying Spotify all feels to me a bit like a grand experiment. I'm not willing to contribute my life's work to an experiment that I don't feel fairly compensate the writers, producers, artists, and creators of the music. Really interesting that she said that, but streaming seems to be the future of music. So how do you balance all of this?
Well, I think, you know, with each artist, there's a varying opinion on how they want to address it. And obviously, it is their material. It is it's their art. And Taylor is in an interesting position because this is a young woman who just made a transition from being very popular in the mainstream country world into now shattering records in the pop world. And so I think she's in a position to make a statement, and clearly that's what she's decided to do with that.
Yeah, I want to talk about your investment arm, Seacrest Global Group, because you're taking key stakes in companies like Pinterest, Flightcar, but also partnering with a company called Digitor Media, looking at YouTube to find the next big star. How do you see this playing out? I mean, what do you see in YouTube in terms of being a bridge to finding that next star? And how do you see social media really changing what you do or dictating how you do it?
Well, we've got a generation of self-generators. Those are young people or singers, comedians who are self-generating their own content and they're putting it out there. 14 seasons ago, when I started hosting American Idol, the world wasn't the same. Everybody would go out for these auditions and you'd hope to get recognized by somebody that could help change your path and give you that big break. And we still do that, and that is a big core of what we do every year on that show. But in addition, you've got these other platforms where you can be seen, where you can be recognized, where you can show off your talent. And I think that that is only going to become bigger and stronger. And that's one of the reasons why I've made the investment in Digitours. This is a company that essentially tours talent from YouTube, from Vines, and puts them into various cities in front of their fans, and it's relatively small now, but I think it's got a lot of growth potential. So
when you look at the internet and social media and from an investment standpoint, because you're clearly finding these great investments in different areas of the overall pie, how do you see the internet evolving? I mean, where's the growth from your standpoint?
I wish I knew the right answer to that question. I think we see a lot of ideas at our company and through our investment fund. And we don't know which ones are really going to make it, but we try and go with our gut, our instincts, some good research, and where we think we can actually strategically add value. And that's the lens through which we look.
And I don't think social media is going to sort of, go away. I mean, this is only getting bigger because people want to share information and share what they're seeing in terms of where the growth is.
Well, it's certainly not going away. You're seeing more silos of social media. It's not just one or two. There are many, from Instagram to Twitter to Snapchat. So it's certainly not going away. And people, they want to share things. They want transparency. They want to know, what other people like them are doing. And that's part of our human nature. It's certainly not going anywhere.
So let's talk about Ryan Seacrest Distinction. Why a fashion line? Why Macy's? Where are you looking to take this?
I have always loved putting on a great suit. I remember when I signed on to host American Idol, one of the greatest perks was being able to wear suits that they would actually get for you, and sometimes I get to take them home. I believe that when you put on a suit, it gives you an elevated sense of confidence. And so when you're walking into a job interview, or when you're going out on a date, or going out on the town or to dinner, it gives you an extra sense of confidence. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start the fashion line and accessory line. And there really is no bigger and better partner than Macy's. They provide great access to customers all over the country with great quality at accessible pricing. And that's one of the reasons why we decided to exclusively launch at Macy's.